Hi, I'm Mike, the bearded bimbler, and this is my adventures. So come with me as we run, walk, crawl and cycle across the many and varied landscapes of the UK. Morning guys, we are off on a little adventure today. Going to go and do a little road trip around Shrewsbury, visit some places, and then have a lovely camp out tonight. Hopefully the weather clears up. It's a bit overcast today, it's a bit drizzly, but catch you on the way. Our first stop of the day is at the Wild Goose Nursery, and this place was once part of the Millichorp Park estate, which was an historic property in Shropshire. The walled garden is obviously where the garden is located now, and there's a fantastic little cafe at the top of the garden as well that overlooks very small menu, but everything is fresh, everything comes from the garden and is picked and is absolutely delicious. In 2011, Jack and Laura Wild Goose took over the walled garden and began to restore it. Their goal was to create a modern experimental garden alongside a nursery specialising in hardy perennial violas. Over the years, the nursery has expanded its plant selection to include a wide range of flowering perennial grasses. Today, the nursery is known for its beautiful and amazing garden which showcases the plants it sells. The nursery is also a popular destination for visitors who enjoy exploring the Shropshire countryside.
folks. So we've come all the way from Wild Goose Nurseries, where you've just seen, where we had a lovely lunch there, and we're just here now at Langley Chapel. So Langley Chapel is apparently where they held the very first Parliament of England. And I'll have to kind of look up and put on the screen what the dates are from that. But yeah, fantastic. Right down this little road here. So quiet around these roads. It's amazing. So on we go. Let's go and have a look.
And onward we move into our next little kind of piece of hidden Shropshire. This place is just outside of Acton Burnell, and it's called Langley Chapel. Now this is an amazing place. This is probably one of the best examples of, well, a church or a chapel that is completely untouched by the sort of passage of time. So Langley Chapel was built in around about the 13th century, making it one of the oldest churches, and it was originally a chantry chapel. Langley Chapel was originally built by the Burnell family, who held large tracts of land throughout Shropshire, and around sort of the 1500s it was passed over to the Langley family, who carried out some minor upgrades, such as putting the roof in, and some odd repairs. What makes Langley Chapel so special is the fact that it still contains all of its original 17th century furniture. During the Reformation period, where a lot of changes went through the church system, and a lot of them were blinged up, for want of a better word, Langley Chapel had fell out of use or regular use around that period, and so it was saved from a lot of the changes and building work, so it remains in its completely original state.
Well, I hope you enjoyed Langley Chapel. We're just coming up to now Acton Burnell Castle. So yeah, it's loads to see around this kind of area. Kerry so far is really enjoying Shropshire. I really love it. I think especially travelling all the old back roads is amazing. So quiet, and there's so much to see, little things on the way. We've seen loads of things, loads of wildlife. Amazing. So we're going to have a wander through here now, and then Acton Burnell Chapel is just down the road as well. So in we go.
Our third and final stop of the day, we actually come to Acton Burnell itself to see Acton Burnell Castle, or rather the impressive sandstone ruins of what is commonly known as Acton Burnell Castle. So this place was built between 1284 and 1293 by Robert Burnell. He was actually a friend. Robert Burnell was actually a friend and an advisor to King Edward when he was younger, and when King Edward's father died and he succeeded the throne, Robert became the Bishop of Bath and Wells. Now you may be wondering, why would a man of the cloth or a bishop need a castle? Well, it's not actually a castle. What Acton Burnell is more of a fortified manor house built in the style of a castle. It was never defensible. Its windows are far too small and too numerous to actually be any form of fortification or defensive structure. But such was the amount of power and influence that this little Shropshire village twice hosted the English Parliament, first in 1283 and again in 1285. As romantic as Acton Burnell Castle looks, it actually comes with its own ghost. If you're lucky and it's quiet when you visit, you may actually see what people have reported as a misty-faced young girl dressed in white lace wandering around the site making scratching noises. Definitely make a great spooky evening out, so if you're brave enough, pop over in the dark and sit there quietly, and maybe, just maybe, you'll get visited by the ghost.
Hello everybody, well, we are at our campsite, which is up there behind us, and I'll show you that in a moment. But we are at Springfield Dark Skies Eco Camp in a little place called Kinley, not too far away from sort of Craven Arms, Church Stretton, and it promises to be a beautiful camp. It's sunny, it's warm, it's an amazing view up the top of the Lawley of Shropshire, and apparently later on in Shrewsbury we get fireworks. There's fireworks tonight around about 10 o'clock apparently, so we get to experience that hopefully as well. We get to try our hand at a bit of astrophotography this evening. I've looked out and changed some settings on the GoPro, and we're going to give that a bash, so we will see. But yeah, it's absolutely stunning round here at the moment. Just going for a little wander because my blood sugars are a little high, probably because I shared half a slice. Kerry had a slice of cake and I had like 3 forkfuls of that cake, so I think that's sent my blood sugars high, because the only other thing I had was like this butterbean salad thing, which was lovely. So yeah, got to kind of walk that off before the sort of barbecue food of later on. And yeah, gorgeous place. And we visited, well, you've seen, we visited Acton Burnell, Langley Chapel. We've been through some fabulous villages. Tried to find how to get into Bormere Pool, which has its own little mythology and legends about it, but it's not as simple as it seems. I think one of them says you park near the quarry and then kind of walk through the footpaths to the place, so maybe do that tomorrow, I don't know. But yeah, just gonna have a little wander now at the pub and see where we go.